Welcome, stars. This is October. October begins a new time, a new way of being. October month is all about action, activity. It is the rubber hitting the road. So we're going to talk about the new moon. But before we can talk about the new moon, there's some little bit of backstory we have to go over, and it involves the planet Mars. Mars is known to be malefic. Where Mars goes, Mars sets things off. It is the starter. Some call it the instigator. Mars is the activator. When we talk about Mars and this new moon, we need to know the degrees. We need to know what sign it's in. And we need to know for you at home, what house location is it in for you personally? Because this Mars begins a new life cycle, and it lasts for 2 years. 2 years. If we know where Mars is and we know where the other planets are, then we understand what sort of additional energetic frequency, weather, whatever you want to call it, we get a good understanding of what we'll be dealing with additionally for the next 2 years. So knowing where it is in your life, in your chart, in what house it's in, tells you that. And if you don't know, comment below. I will find that out for you. This is no charge. It's just to give you guidance, free quality guidance from above, from the stars. This is Allastrology, where the universe speaks. Mars is the fighter. Mars is the Marine. Mars stands up and takes action. And if it can't stand, it's taking action on its knees. You remember commando crawl? You're on the belly and you're moving. That's Mars. There's no stopping. There's no hesitation. There's no giving up. Mars says, hey, I'm here. I'm going to be heard. And if I got to put up my fists, we're going to take action together. I will fight you on this. And so this is Mars. Mars energy, it tends to inflame things, instigate. Mars wants to be all about, let's just do this already. And it is so focused on me. It's a very egocentric sign, okay? Now, Mars energy has some great qualities. It is all about being courageous. It is all about stepping out and saying, I'm going to be first. No one's done it. I don't need to see that anybody's done it before. I am willing. I am courageous, that can just step out there and say, I have no fear. Mars is fearless. Mars is considered the individual, the little one of the zodiac. Think of children when they're really small, right? There's an age, a really beautiful age, and you can see it's before the fear factor hits in on them. Their awareness, right? Their cognizance, their mind and the way it works and their perceptions haven't developed yet. And until that develops, there's an innocence, a clear innocence about them. And so Mars retains a lot of that energy. It doesn't see the fear. It doesn't see that if it falls, how far it's going to fall. It doesn't even contemplate that. It says, but let's just do this now. It's impatient. The other thing about Mars is it's sporadic. You can't really predict when it's just going to go off. Mars goes from 0 to 10. I liken Mars energy to that high energetic animal, that dog. We all love dogs, right? Man's best friend. But some of those dogs are very high energy dogs. They can escalate. They can go from 0 to 10 in no time. And so Mars energy, right? Here I am talking. I might seem and appear to be a little bit more forceful because this is who Mars is, trying to animate Mars's frequencies, Mars's energy, what Mars vibrates at. So Mars can inflame things in terms of our body. But before we get on into that and then addressing it to the new moon, because I'm going to pull up the chart and we're going to go through it in detail, and then we'll tackle some of the questions that you might have. So the thing about Mars is it's in the sign of Libra now. Yes, Mars entered the sign of Libra almost a week ago. Mars being in Libra, most say, okay, it doesn't do real well here. Matter of fact, it's in its detriment because Mars rules the sign of Aries. And Aries is the opposite of the sign of Libra, right? So the planet, when it sits in its rulership sign, Aries energy, Mars, the opposite of it is its detriment. Well, Libra is the opposite of Mars. Mars energy, remember, is really the ego, and it's me, 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 me. Can't get enough of that. Right? It's a narcissist almost in a sense, right? Because it looks in the mirror and it just is all in love with itself and it just sees itself. And that's all that matters is self, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I have a ton of Martian energy. I have a ton of Aryan energy in my chart. So I do understand it, and I see it in my own life. I see it in my own, I've seen it. That's how I can talk about it. I've seen my Aryan ways. It does mature, right? But I refer to as that fine wine, right? A bottle of wine gets made and you don't drink it. You let it sit for many, many years because you know that it will develop over that time. So Martian energy really does take time. It needs the time to develop, to get the body and the depth to it. And when it gets the body and the depth, it's literally graduated and gone over to the other sign. And the opposite of Mars is the opposite of Aries, is Libra, is Venus, where we learn cooperation, where we learn that it's more than just me, there's we energy, right? So Mars in Libra is learning how to cooperate. But remember, it's an activator. So this makes me think of all the Martian and Libran possibilities, which are Libra, fairness, equality, coordination, negotiation, collaborations, cooperation. Where in your life are you beginning something new? New partnerships, new love possibly, new business partnerships. Mars in Libra has some great potential, but if we're not aware of our Martian ways, it could go haywire very quickly. It could escalate from 0 to 10 in no time at all. And this energy is with you for the next 2 years of your life. The question is, where?